Pastor Gerald, I want to ask you about this great adventure with God that today you won't find it in church, or it's not talked about in church. Can you tell us more?
Well, yeah, I mean, serving the Lord is really a great adventure. And I think of one thing that in the Old Testament, when David was going to go out against Goliath, Saul said, "Here, why don't you put my armor on?" And he tried to put the armor on David, and it didn't really fit. It was clumsy. And David says, "No," he says, I'm putting this off. I'm just going to go with what I know. I know how I'm called. I've been experienced as a shepherd boy here. I'm not going to, conform to your idea of what I should do to fight this battle. And so what happens is that sometimes the church tries to tame you down and put Saul's armor on you. If you're gonna serve God, you've got to do this. You got to teach Sunday school, or you got to be a deacon or an elder, or fix the building, or drive a bus or whatever. But yeah, that might be fine. But here, it's this adventure that what happens though sometimes in the church is there's so much control, there's so much of an organizational structure that you're and what happens is a lot of ministers are trained how to fit into this organizational structure and keep it going, and there's a need for structure, but you don't want to have structure to the point where it just kills you, where it suffocates you. But really, serving the Lord is really quite I mean, it is the great adventure of life. Sometimes people, young people today, they're looking for excitement in, video games and movies and so forth. And it's like, well, listen, it's all misplaced. It's a waste of time. If you really get into serving the Lord, it's a great adventure. When you see, people being healed, you see addicts being set free, you see people that had no hope finding hope. That's a great adventure, and there's great joy in that. And so what we're seeing that the enemy tries to tame us down and not enter into this.